Hi everyone. So, the topic for today's discussion under the organizational behavior shall be on conflict. You might have come across this word conflict, which is very popular when we talk about the behavioral science. And as such, in the human behavior, you might have come across on with several occasions and the situation you might have crossed where the conflicts are there. When we talk about the conflict, you might have seen that conflicts, it is not only the organization where you are encountering the conflict, but even in the family life also you would encounter this term conflict. So when we talk about the conflict, generally we consider that conflict is a sort of disagreement where we are not agreed. So, dear friends, it is any situation in which incompatible goals, attitudes, emotions, or behaviors lead to disagreement or opposition between two or more parties is considered as the conflict. So, today, under this conflict topic, we will discuss the meaning of conflict exactly and what are the impact of the conflict. We will also try to discuss the different opinion when we talk about the conflict is concerned by the different management philosopher and behavioral scientist. We'll also try to find out what are the different types of conflict, and we'll discuss the process of conflict, and finally we will discuss the management of conflict. Dear students, in tourism and travel business, you might have seen or you may come across with several occasions where you are facing or encountering the conflict. So this conflict may be in between tourist and as an employee of a travel agency. You may have the conflict between superior and subordinate. When we talk about the conflict may be there between the supplier also. You are from a travel agency, whereas you have the conflict when we talk about the prices or negotiation with the taxi driver or the travel agent or the hotel or other related suppliers. So, as a student of tourism, you should be well aware that how to manage this conflicting situation, because once you are able to manage the conflicting situations, then obviously it would be good for you, it would be good for the other party, it would be good for the organization also. So when we talk about the conflict, you should always try to divert or to convert the impact of the conflict in a positive manner upon the organization. So when we talk about the conflict, if we have to define, and a comprehensive definition can be, it is a process. Conflict is considered as a process because it has several stages that begins when one party perceives that another party. When we talk about the conflict, again conflict is related with the perception, because for me it is conflict, for other it may not be conflict. So it is a process where one party perceives that another party is negatively affected and something that the third party cases about or the first party cares about. So what does it mean? It means that there is a disagreement between two party. One party is not agreed with this, so we generally call it sometimes the opposition also. So conflict is related with the behavioral part. And when we talk about the conflict, there can be positive impact also or the negative impact. So first will, because we are more exposed to the negative conflict, but today we will discuss what are the positive impact also when we talk about the conflict. So dear friends, when the conflicting situation is there, definitely it would affect the energy of the employee. So that it would divert the energy from the work. If I am working as a ticketing agent and I have conflict with the airlines, then obviously I have to speak a lot. I have to give my argument, and the counter argument will be there. So finally, it would affect the working hours, my working performance, because I am diverting my energy from a fruitful work to general discussion. When we talk about the conflict, sometimes conflict create the psychological tension also. As a human being, you always try to find out some peace in your mind, but sometimes it so happen when you are working as a part of the travel agency and you are having some conflict with the tourist guide or the tour escort or tour leader, so then you may not be very comfortable mentally. And when we talk about the conflict, another negative impact would be the it is a wastage sometime of resources means financial resources, monetary resources, which include as well as human resource and so many other things. And conflict lead to the negative climate also in the organization. We should always avoid the conflict and break down the team. When you are working in a team and the conflict is there, then sometime it so happen when there may be the breakdown. And when you are working in the organization under a group, you are working in a team spirit, but the conflict creates problem. It creates the obstacle when we talk about the teamwork. Dear friends, you might have seen sometime aggressive behavior among both the friends. If you have, even when you are with your parents also, sometime can, because of the conflicting situation, daddy get angry, mother get angry, and even sometime you as a son or daughter, you may also get angry with your parents, even with your friends. So the aggressive behavior also has been observed when we talk about the negative impact. So far as positive impacts are concerned in the organization, as a student of a business management, we have to keep this thing also in mind that it leads to the new ideas. When we have some disagreement, when we have limited resources, and then it generates new idea how to manage the things, because this is a problem. You can't do anything and your boss is not happy, your subordinate is not happy, so that leads to the new ideas. And that stimulates to the creativity. So you always try to, if you can recall your childhood, when you young boys, when you and your brother, they both were young and you were fighting for a particular thing, say suppose a toy, or so suppose a say suppose a table where you are working, and then something it happens that you both are arguing. Then what happened? Being the elder one, you are leaving that toy to your younger, and then you are developing some toy and you are playing of your own. So that leads to the creativity. Even in the organizational also, these will you will find that sometime it is because of the conflicting situation, the creativity comes in the organization and the mind of the people. Motivation, when we talk about this create conflict also provide a platform to the employee which motivate the change. And because of the conflicting situation, if you are not comfortable with Mr. X or you are not comfortable with Mr. Y, then you try to find out that can this Z may be replaced or Mr. X may be replaced. And when we talk about conflict, the positivity is that it developed the positive organizational commitment. So when the conflicting situation is there, groups are fighting it among themselves. Say you are from a X travel agency and now you have a conflict with the Y travel agency. So organizational cohesiveness would be there, which would be good for your organization and for your working. When we talk about conflict gives strength to the organization also. It strength means when the people are working together, whereas your competitor is there, whereas there is another organization which is competing with your organization. And if such difficult situation is there or conflicting situation is there, then you would realize that this leads to the more organizational commitment among the members of the group. Dear friends, when we talk about the conflict, there are different views about the conflict. So far as behavioral scientists are concerned, a few behavioral scientists, they have given the traditional view, which says that all conflicts are harmful and it must be stopped. It should be avoided, and due to it make this conflict may be there because of the poor communication, lack of openness, failure to the respond to employee needs, and that leads to the conflict. So as per this traditional view of conflict, conflicts are always harmful. So that traditional approach says if the conflicts are there, we should always avoid the conflicting situation in the organization. Dear friends, whereas there is another theory which is considered as the human relation view. And as per the human relation view, the conflicts are not always bad. Rather, conflicts are natural. These are the natural phenomena. It is a human tendency to have the conflict, and conflict will affect each group of the organization. And when we talk about the conflict, as per this theory, conflict has always the positive forces also. And when we talk about conflict are or conflict can be good for the organization as per the human relation view. There is a third or the modern view about the conflict is interactionist view. Interactionist view says that conflict are necessary for the group performance. As per this approach, conflict are again it is more refined towards the human रिलेशन अप्रोच. ह्यूमन रिलेशन अप्रोच ने कहा कि कॉन्फ्लिक्ट तो रोके नहीं जा सकते, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट तो होंगे और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट भी होगा. इंटरेक्शनिस्ट व्यू ये बोलते हैं कि भाई ये जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हैं ये ग्रुप के अच्छे परफॉर्मेंस के लिए और वो कंपलसरी हैं. सो हमें अवॉइड नहीं करना चाहिए, हमें एलिमिनेट नहीं करना चाहिए. रादर हमको तो इनको पॉजिटिव फंक्शनल पॉजिटिविटी उनमें लानी चाहिए सो दैट इम्पैक्ट जो है वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए बेनिफिशियल हो. सो डियर फ्रेंड्स, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द इंटरैक्टिव व्यू, as per this view there can be two impact. One is called positive impact, which is considered as the functional impact, and second one is the negative impact, which is considered to be the dysfunctional impact of the conflict. So again I am repeating, there are three theories. One is called traditional theory, second one is the human relation theory, and third one is the interactive theory or the interactive view. So obviously a question may come into your mind that what are the different type of conflicts in the business organization. When we talk about the organization like travel agency or tour operation unit or a forex or a travel insurance organization, event management or a hospitality, the first conflict can be considered as the task conflict. Task conflict says, and as per the task conflict, when you are not sure about the task, what task is defined to you or has been given to you, or what is the job, what is the goal. So if an employee is not certain about that, that leads to the job conflict. Second one is relationship conflict. Relationship conflict are basically the interpersonal relationship. And third one is the process conflict, how to get the work done. That is the process. And if a person has some other mindset, whereas another person has a different mindset, that leads to the conflict. So let us examine these three important type of conflict. One is task conflict, second one is the relationship conflict, and third one is the process conflict in the travel agency or tour operation. In the tourism business, it so happen when a tourist guide is not a certain, sometime as a businessman or as a travel agent you have given him the task for the transfers means from airport to the hotel. Now you have asked the guide to do this work, and guide is not ascertain that what is my responsibility and how to perform this job, what is good for the job which has been assigned to me, and what are the goals for that. If he is not ascertain, then obviously it will create some problem. So job clarity should be there. Second time it happens sometime when you have the relationship problem. Relationship conflict, interpersonal relationship, as we have discussed earlier, that there may be conflict in between tourist and the group leader, tourist and the tourist guide, or tourist and the tour escort or tour manager. Sometime when you are arranging the transportation, you may have some conflict with the transporter or with the driver. So all these are considered as the interpersonal conflict. And the third one is called the process conflict. It so happened when you are in the travel agency, you are blocking your tickets, and now the airlines wishes to have the advances, and you are saying yes, you wish to book in advance, but advance should be this much. I will make the payment through cash, or I will transfer the credit or the dollars rate, whatever will be applicable today shall should be considered, or on the date of delivery. So all these are the things, those are related with the process. So conflict can be there because of the process also. So now I hope that this different type of conflicts must be clear to you. Dear students, there is another important thing which is considered as the process or the stages of the conflict. One is there are various stages or the steps when we talk about the conflict, because as a business manager or as a behavioral scientist, you have to keenly observe the behavior, because ultimately the outcome of conflict would be there. So what are the different stages? So first one is called the potential opposition or incompatibility. This is the very first stage. You know, when the conflict can come up. सो वो पहली सिचुएशन क्या होती है कन्फ्लिक्ट शुरू होने की? एक तो कई बार ऐसा होता है जब हमारे पास कम्युनिकेशन की प्रॉब्लम हो, यार उसने मुझसे क्या कहा मुझे नहीं सुनाई दिया, इधर you have not heard, you have not listened properly, or it's too less communication or too much communication. Both leads to the both can leads to the conflicting situation. Even sometimes structure also, structure can also lead. When we talk about the structure, organizational structure may be related with the work, structure may be related with the nature of the job, it may be related with the size of the job or the size of the workforce, or there may be any ambiguity related to the structure, which is basically job related or work related structure. And third one can be, sometime it leads conflict when you have personal variables, like you have some different liking, you have disliking also, you love some people, you don't like some people, you like certain things or certain things you don't like, you have some different values, you have different emotions, you have different beliefs. So all these are the personal variables, those may leads to the conflict. This is the initial situation we call potential or opposition or incompatibilities that may leads to because of these things. Now dear friends, उसके बाद जो second situation है, that is called personalization or cognition and personalization. When because of the communication, because of the work structure, because of the personal variable, that things raises इन द शेप ऑफ कन्फ्लिक्ट. ये जब धीरे धीरे चलती हैं तो सेकेंड स्टेज आती है जिसमें हम रियलाइज़ करते हैं कि कन्फ्लिक्ट शुरू हो रहा है. सो दिस इज़ द सिचुएशन वेयर द पॉइंट्स विच वी हैव डिस्कस्ड प्रीवियसली, they raise to a particular level. Dear friends, emotion play an important role when we talk about the conflict under this situation. And two important things may be keep in mind, like or dislike. He's okay, he's not okay. The work which has been assigned to me, it's good, it's not good. So this is basically a situation where you feel conflict, or where you realize that because of this is called perception. You perceive that conflict is there. So this is the second situation. And the third situation is the intentions. So dear friends, the third situation is again very important, and as businessman or as a business organization, while you are handling the HR, you have to consider this third important aspect also. This is called the intentions. So competing intentions, because of this conflict, now you realize the conflict, and now intention is to lead, now intention is to compete with. And when we talk about the competition, one party may be winner, one party may be loser. one party. Here you will realize that power struggle is there, and then sometime it so happen when the competing is there, where win-win situation or the power struggle is there. And second situation may be collaboration is a situation where you have the win-win situation under the intention. We are talking about the third stage of conflict. थर्ड स्टेज में, इस प्रोसेस में कई पार्ट हैं. पहला हो सकता है आपके पास कॉम्पीटिंग, सेकंड हो सकता है कोलैबोरेशन, थर्ड हो सकता है कंपैरिजन, relationship between others, and that may composing relationship in this, generally it so happen when they affect the people, their relationships are undamaged, that is good. And sometime it so happen the fourth stage can be avoiding. You may avoid the conflict also, that is maintain networking while you are avoiding certain thing. And the last one is called accommodation. Accommodation in the sense, rather it's more appropriate if you put a word accommodating. You are accommodating with that conflict. So that is basically related with the mainstream, or you are developing, you are maintaining the harmony. This is most important one when we talk about the intentions. So पहला हुआ हमारा, the very first one is the potential, where we discuss about the incompatibilities. Second one is the cognition, and third one is the intention. And after this intention also have four positions which we discussed, and fifth also, there are five positions when we talk about the intention. May I repeat it again? So that first one is one situation may be competing, you are competing, power struggle is there. Second one is a collaborating, where the win-win situation is there. Third one is empowering relationships. Fourth one is avoiding. Fifth one is accommodating. So these are the five stages, and the fourth stage after intention is the behavior. Behavior is the action and reaction when we talk about the conflicting party. हम किस तरह से बिहेव कर रहे हैं, हम किस तरह से एक्ट कर रहे हैं और रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द conflicting situation, and we consider it as a behavior. And when we talk about the fifth situation, the process, that is a basically end result, or the fifth stage of conflict, the process of conflict. This may be functional. When we talk about the functional conflict, it may be positive. Dysfunctional, as we have discussed, it may be negative. Then performance may increase or performance may be decreased also. This can be the outcomes of the conflict. So dear friends, obviously as a manager or as a behavioral scientist, while you are handling the clients, while you are handling the customers, while handling the tourist, how to manage the conflict. So there can be two ways. One is the resolution, and the most important one is the resolution. While you are managing the conflict, the very first technique may be you are trying to sort out the problem. And problem may be, say suppose there are some behavioral problem, some financial problem, some social problem, some psychological problem, and as a manager you are trying to sort out the problem. So this is one important technique where you are trying to solve the problem. Or you are having some problem with the goals, subordinate or the superior or subordinate, and the goal problem is there, and you are managing either superiors, you are managing senior manager, you are managing, or you are managing the subordinate. It so happens sometime in the organization your subordinate or staff is not happy, then sometime you try to counsel them, you try to convince them, sometime you go to the senior manager and you try to tell them that यार आप तो छोड़ो, वो तो जूनियर हैं, बहुत छोटे हैं, लेबर हैं, वर्कर हैं, let us considerable. So this is how you are managing your superior or subordinate. And sometime it it can be another technique where we call the expansion of resources, because sometimes there is only one walkie-talkie set, and that is creating problem. So sometime like nowadays COVID-19, the problem is the kit is not proper, number of kits are less, and as an administrator you are trying to have more number of kits for the people those are fighting, or the doctors those are fighting with the corona or the covid-19, and you are providing more resources or more vehicles to them, so expansion of resources. And the another technique can be avoidance. Sometime it happens generally घरों में होता है, आपने सुना होगा, डैड मम्मा बोल रही है डैडी को, या वाइफ बोल रही है हस्बैंड को, अरे भाई टाइम से आ जाना आज 5 बजे, उसे आपको मालूम है कि ऑफिस तो 6 बजे का, कैसे आ पाऊंगा, बट देन समटाइम यू अवॉइड द थिंग्स. It happens in the business organization also. Sometime you are not giving ear to each of the problem or conflicting situation. Sometimes you avoid the things, but this cannot go in a long way. And another interesting technique is the compromise. When you are trying to accommodating, and you are accepting the demand of the employees or the subordinate or superior, and they are also considering, so that is called the compromise. And another one is authoritative command. Authoritative command is sometime, as if you can recall your childhood, डैडी गुस्सा होते थे तो आपको कुछ ऑर्डर दे देते थे, कमांड दे देते थे, एंड दैट सेटल डाउन. आप और छोटी बहन लड़ रहे हैं, बोथ younger brother and younger sister is fighting, and you are calling, hey, don't fight. So that is authoritative command. In the classroom also you might have seen, when you two friends are sitting together, and while you are arguing each other, teacher interrupt, and he said, please don't do this thing. So this can be another option. Another technique can be alerting human behaviors, alerting structural variables. Alerting means you are trying to, like when we talk about the human variables like belief, value system, religion, attitude, all these are the human variables. This can be managed by a businessman or the business a manager who is looking after the HR activities. Similarly, structural, which is related with the job or task or goals. So these are certain things, those are related with the resolution. Simulation, it's so it's not simulation, rather it is stimulation. A stimulation can be, while the conflicts are there, you are bringing in an outsider. Professional negotiators are there. Sometime in the politics also, diplomacy, you might have seen when Sri Lanka problem was there, or when some other problem is there. Even in northeast there was some problem, and even sometime Naxalite problem, there may be some outsiders, we invite them and they become mediator, and they try to resolve the problem. And through having proper communication also, we can resolve, we can have the problem solution or the management of conflict. Can be restructuring of organization if the problem is remaining for a long time, like Jivaji Rao Cotton Mill, Modi, Delhi Cloth Mill, they have seen this problem, so company has restructured the organization. And then there can be another one is called appointment of advocate. When the situation is such a typical one, then you can appoint, or as a businessman you can appoint the advocates also to resolve the conflicts. So dear friends, today we have discussed the meaning of conflicts, the types of conflicts, the different theory of conflict. We have also discussed the process of conflict and the management of conflict. Wishing you all the best. May God bless you.